Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, to whom all holy praises is due, the Lord of the world, the most merciful, the finder and the life giver, to we the lost found, members of the tribe of Shabazz in the wilderness of North America. My beloved brothers and sisters, visitors, friends, likewise, we are very happy to say to you that we are here to take our subject on this issue of the so-called American Negroes, who are the lost and found symbolic seed of the nation of Islam. And we are happy that you honored us enough with your presence to be present here this afternoon. I feel like that I hardly know what to say with such honor. You have but flattered me. But I say to you that I hope that you will enjoy yourself and hope that you will agree with me on what I have to say to you, that God Almighty, whose proper name is Allah, has given to me for my people in America. It is a very serious and timely subject, but it has to be done. It is true. Up to you to judge. We cannot no longer hide truth, since the author of truth is present. For the last 4,000 years, prophets have been prophesying of the coming of God. Not the presence of God, but the coming of God. Many of us have not taken time to study such prophesying, the coming of God. If God had to come, then where were he? And from where he's coming from? All of this we should study and get the full knowledge of what is meant and what we should learn about prophecy. We have today, as I have been told, my followers from the East Coast, my followers from the West Coast, my followers from the Deep South, and other places throughout America. And I want to say to you who have come far and near that I'm very much honored by your presence. It is not my personal self that has brought you here. It is not my education that brought you here. It is the word of Allah that has brought you here. We, the believers of Islam in the Western Hemisphere, have been visited by God Almighty in the person of one Master Prophet Muhammad. According to the prediction of the prophet, in the last days, God would appear in person. Jesus prophesied of him coming without observation, and also as a thief in the night. When a man makes that kind of appearance without the people detecting him as who he really is, it is very hard then to make people to believe that he has visited us after his disappearance. Again, coming in tonight, I want you to get away from that literary thought there. Not in the physical dark night, it's a spiritual night. Coming at a time when the world are absolutely dark spiritually and is not paying attention to the prophet's prediction that they should expect such great and noble one at such time. I want to say to you that we have been ruled by the white race for the past 6,000 years. Whether they actually rule all of this 6,000 years, it was given to them. In the beginning of their creation, they had the right and the authorities from Almighty Allah and the saints in that state to rule us for 6,000 years. Those 2,000 years, excuse me, that you don't have a history of just what went on before the birth of Moses, we're here to tell you. It has been revealed. The coming of God in the last days is to reveal the truth that has not been revealed. It is to reveal the truth of the rule that is now about to be dispossessed of his authority and cease as a rule. Therefore, I hope that you don't think that I am making up something. I hope that you don't think that it is Elijah, but rather give credit to whom the credit due. It is God himself. The white race was not able to rule effectively for the first 2,000 years due to a punishment that Allah put upon them for starting war and trouble among the righteous people in the very beginning. 6 months after their father, or rather I should say father, had made a successful grab of them, they intertracked into the Holy Land among the holy people, and they started trouble. And they were renounced from among the holy people and was punished for 2,000 years without any guide. Therefore, they have not that history, nor have you been given it. What went on the 2,000 years before Moses first? They picked up the Moses, and they had two great prophets of their last 4,000 years, Moses and Jesus. They have not believed in either one. They have not practiced the religion of either one. According to the teachings of the Holy Qur'an, all the prophets of God taught Islam. And when we know and understand the meanings of Islam, we cannot deny that all prophets of God should have taught the people Islam. Islam means entire submission to the will of God. And if a prophet does not teach the entire submission to his will, really not right, then I say that prophet is not the prophet of Allah. He's the prophet of the devil. For the last 4,000 years, we have had many religions other than Islam. We have had many representatives of God, of this and that. Wood, iron, gold, silver, monkeys, everything has been worshipped. Cows as God. This shows the effect of the ignorance of the Almighty God himself whenever he hides his face from a people with through his guidance. Then that people go astray, and they will bow down to the work of their own hands. That's what has happened in the past 4,000 years. We have today 3 religions, and they are the greatest religion of the people, and that, namely Islam, Hindu, Buddhism, and Christianity. Christianity being the youngest of them all. These 3 religions today are in war with each other for supremacy. We cannot accept Hinduism, we cannot accept Christianity, because they both have failed. We must accept a religion that by nature the people can believe and obey. We must accept a religion that God himself is the author and not the people. We know today that these religions were organized by leaders of such faith. Islam is not an organized religion. Islam is a religion, according to the Holy Qur'an, the natural religion of man, in which Allah has created him. According to the Holy Qur'an, every human being is born under Islam, and their parents or their leaders make them something else. We know that the 2 religions that is now trying to hinder the success of Islam were organized. They didn't came from God. If they had, then God double-crossed himself. Jesus could not have brought to us a new religion 2,000 years ago, because the time was not there for any such change. And when Paul said that he saw him as one born out of due season, he have a witness, and that of me, that he was. For his work, he was just ahead of time by 2,000 years. Therefore, we may seem a little strange to you. You may argue with us, but nevertheless, it is true. And if you argue with truth, you might find yourself disgraced. Our greatest desire this afternoon is to bring you up to date with truth and tell you what Allah has offered to us for a future. The future of the people that was lost here about 400 years ago due to the smartness and technology of one John Hope, who went in among our people, deceived them, taking them, tried the tribesmen, taking them here, brought them here upon me for the purpose of robbing them of the knowledge of themselves and making them physical slaves for the America white man. We have served that purpose well. We have been so heeded to the worship and the call of the American white people that they cannot deny the fact that we never offered any rebellion in the past. They have never had no trouble with a revolution being national here of you and I. We today have been robbed so far of the knowledge of ourselves and our kind that we don't look forward to trying to make friends, establish a unity between ourselves and our black brother, wherever he may be, whether he's in America or whether he's in Asia or Africa. We have been made just that dumb. We have been made so dumb and frightened so by the white man that we are afraid to speak up for our own brother and sister that came from our mother and our father if he say he don't like it. This handicap millions of our people from the joy and pleasure which they should be enjoying. Number one, freedom, justice, and equality. They cannot enjoy freedom, justice, and equality while the lion that has taken them in the den with them 400 years ago still stands over them and have his claws and teeth in them. They must be free. They must be brought out. As the Bible makes it in a certain place, that what the dragon has swallowed, God must bring out of his belly that's what he has swallowed. I say this means a people swallowing another people. The American white people have swallowed the darker people called Negroes by their own self. They named that themselves. That we today have not any time of a nation in a nation to the appearance of the outside. We are here called by the Master's name. This makes it hard for our people in Asia and Africa to tell which or who is Johnny Jones, because there is two, a black one and a white one. This is one of the most important things of the so-called American Negro. It is to free himself from that which enslaved him. The very name of Jones or Johnson or any other, wood, coal, copper, gold, zinc, coal, all of these things is not the name of God. They are the names of white people. And as long as you are Mr. Sweet or Mr. Bird, you belong to them. Because there is no such name of Allah. The Bible teaches you that on the coming of God, he will call you after the name of his own. And this is now being done. I didn't always, I have not always been called Muhammad. He gave me this name. So there is plenty in it with life. Look like yourself. If we say that the white man says that these are our enemies and you have friendship with them, you are no friend of ours. We can easily reply back to him for 400 years. You never shown us no friendship. nor are you showing friendship to us today, and cannot, because God Almighty is here to separate. And He has the power to change your own mode, to turn you around here, make you be as He desires. It is nothing but right that the white people help me to separate you. Nothing but right. Since they say you are free, why try to prevent your freedom from going for self? And it's taken $10 billion to Asia and Africa to try to make friends with those people who are training guns on them. Why not give the slaves a little something? Thank you. It is definitely understood that you and I cannot get along in peace together. It's absolutely disagreeable with you for us to live with you in peace. I have seen, and I have heard what you said, and I have seen what you have done to my people. I have seen you beat and shoot down innocent people of mine just because that you had the power to do it. I want to get this over to you because I know you are here to know, understand why am I teaching separation from you. I'm teaching separation from you because you never proved a thing about it. I'm teaching separation from you because it's time. I'm teaching separation from you because God has chosen us. And that He won't recognize us if we try to hold on to you and He's asking us to leave you. Islam is the religion of God and of His prophet. In Africa and in Asia, when I was there in 59, talking with some of the scholars, and I knew them, it was very easy for them to see and understand because they have devoted their lives to the study of what they may expect in this day and time. So, they are my friends. There are some few Muslims here in America whom the white people always refer to as saying that Muhammad and his followers is not recognized by the Orthodox Muslim. He spread to make it cover all the Muslims of the world. I don't care that these Muslims should tell the white man right these days how they feel because they are in his country. But any man that say, Allahu Akbar, Muhammad Rasulullah, is recognized by the Muslim world as being a Muslim. And bowing down, kissing the black stone, which I knew the utmost of the size of it, I went through with it. Not because I thought the black stone was giving me salvation, because I know what it's there for. And It will be removed one of these days soon, because when a sign has served its purpose, that's all of it. We will have a new world of Islam. The principle of belief will remain the same. You can still say, Allahu Akbar, Muhammad Rasulullah, even for millions of years to come. But because it's true. Allah in the last day, Muhammad in the last day. These two have the same name. Allah himself, that's one of his names. But Muhammad, Jesus, Moses, none of them were able to see God face to face. So we are lucky. Some of the prophets predicted that they would take the fire as a wayfarer, just to be perfect in the time when Muhammad would be mission to give life to the dead. These prophets saw God in vision and in dreams, because he was not present at that time. Today, he's present. And he's with me, and I'm with him. Whether the Orthodox Muslims recognize my followers or not, Allah recognizes them. And as David says in his song, there's no one in heaven that I speak but thee. So I say to you, my beloved brothers and sisters, trying to make it clear to you why this comfort of meeting this help, pretty soon I'm going to give way to your own criticism, something I never did before. But then, the time is at hand, and the problem of the so-called Negro is absolutely involving the American white man as well as it is with us. We must know the truth. That truth that Jesus didn't elaborate on. There were many truths before Jesus was ever born. You must know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That truth that we must know is the truth of self, the truth of God, and the truth of the devil. As one man said the other day, that word was spoken to my minister here, Minister Malcolm, on the TV. The Jew asked him, do I look like a brother? I don't know whether he's here now or not. Hope he is. According to their history, they are not a separate people. They are the brothers of all white people. According to the teaching of the Holy Qur'an, that teaches us we cannot take for our sins, Jews and Christians. Because they are friends of each other. It is not so much of trying to trace your roots as it is to trace your origin. Who are you from? Where did you came from? Who is your father? If Jesus declared 2,000 years that you are the children of the devil, and God also has come to verify it, what am I, Elijah, to say? Am I to say that you are not? No, I can't say that. I would say alone between Muslims and Jews. They will be given some kind of mercy, but that don't mean that they are not the same as the others. We, the nation, the new nation, taking on a new place, and the Western Hemisphere, with the secret of the wisdom that has been hidden from the philosophers, scientists, from the day that the white race was created. Their religion and their science is different. We have the science of our religion, which represents us, the moon and stars, and the sun. No nation can display that kind of science of our religion unless they are darker people. The white man knows that this sign is displayed by the honor. We, says Allah, are the creators. We, says Allah, are the makers of the fashion. We, says Allah, created you. You are not your own creator, but we created you. And how we created you is not being told. Brothers and sisters, I soon have to sit down, as I have been very physically weak for over a year. But I wanted to come out to get over to you just the aim and purpose of the coming of God. I don't have anything. Don't say Elijah is going to do this. No, it is God himself. Don't say Elijah is preaching hatred of us. It's the truth that Allah has revealed. The Bible teaches us the friendship of this world is enemy to God. And we see, it means those who are in power and is ruling. And this is the white race. So we have served them well. But I want to say to you white people, you have mistreated us well. I want to say to you white people that your best way out is not to try to oppose the purpose and aim of God for these downtrodden and crushed people are on time under your feet, We today fight each other to keep us from enjoying freedom, justice, and equality. Is to let us go and help us to go. Not to send us away empty-handed. If you want us to live here with you, provide some of this great world in the Western Hemisphere that you have robbed, spoiled, killed our brother for. Only God gives you possession here was the might of your arm. Now today, mighty one is taking up arms against you to restore that which has been lost. Give it to the rightful owner. If you would like to help yourself, jump in front. And so here is part of this, and I will provide you with the means to start civilization for yourself for the next 20 or 25 years. You want your place to stay under your very eyes and in your very way because you feel that they might turn on to some of your enemies and influence in destroying you. I say Elijah Muhammad has not made no such effort because we have the best and the more powerful king to aid us against you, and that is Allah. I want you to remember this, that it will help you prolong your life, but if you don't care to be so, we will get a country by the help of Allah to turn our people in. We cannot depend on the white man to provide jobs, homes, roads, food for us forever. Especially when you're the last part and the first part. We want our technicians, all of our professional people to join in with us. Do something for yourself. It is nothing but a lazy people who want to be cared for by another people. We want to take that load off of us. And all the white people that agree with us that we should not integrate with you, especially no social mixes. I say I have my hats off to you. I say it is nothing but decency and intelligence that any race wants to keep and maintain their armed self. And is ignorant for you and I to what? To assimilate ourselves into the white man. There is something printed by the white people in a book that Minister Malcolm will read to you.
The urge toward assimilation and away from group solidarity is so compelling among Negroes that few, if any, of the organizations maintained by whites, which offer reasonably unrestricted participation to Negroes, can be developed by Negroes for Negroes. As a rule, only those type of white enterprises which discriminate against Negroes can be developed among Negroes. If the white society were to be impartial to Negro participation, no business, no school, no church would thrive among Negroes. The final result of assimilation, of course, would be a society in which, as a result of generations of interracial breeding, the physical as well as the social basis of racial differences would disappear. And this is the ultimate goal of American Negroes. And we might add, for that very reason, it will surely become, if not already, the goal of the entire American progressive movement. In pursuit of assimilation, Negroes follow a policy of whittling away at every point the social advantages, of the white. By continued advances, no matter how small, the Negro hopes to achieve his status of complete equality as an American citizen. This policy is of utmost importance. It has brought substantial gains, and it can bring further gains, but it has limitations. It may be compared to the policy followed by trade unions in attempting to eliminate the exploitation of workers by capitalists. This, too, is absolutely necessary and brings vital gains to the workers, but a policy of whittling away can never eliminate exploitation, which is rooted in the very structure of the capitalistic system, and the same is true of racial discrimination. This, too, is rooted in the very structure of the capitalistic system. Did I use all?
That's right. Author of this book, the name and the face in the book. The author of the name of this book is The Present as History by Paul M. Sleevey. Essays and reviews on capitalism and socialism, and I was reading from page 150. Thank you. This is there. The name of this other is the Liberty Almanac, published in 1848, and it says on the front, "Keep it before the people." July 13, 1847, at 10 o'clock in the morning, the United States government sold at public auction in the District of Columbia 2 women for $530 and put the money in the United States Treasury. This is published by William Harnett, New York, for the American and Foreign Anti-Slavery Society, located at 22 Spruce Street. I think what you have heard is sufficient. But today, this period, United States treasury is built by the money that it received from the sale of our mother, our founders. I think it's nothing but right that they should give us trust. Qualification for an American so-called nation to go back to her own. This is one thing we're trying to do, to sell it.